When you spot Mars in the night sky, it's easy to imagine standing there looking back at Earth. From afar, Mars looks like a desert, rusty, barren, and familiar. But don't be fooled. Mars's air is nothing like Earth's. Its atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide, with less than 1% oxygen compared to Earth's 21%. Breathing on Mars would be like trying to drink sand when you're thirsty, impossible, and dangerous. Your lungs would fill with toxic gas, and you'd quickly pass out. Survival would be impossible without help. The air itself is an invisible barrier. Our bodies are made for Earth's oxygen-rich air, not Mars's suffocating carbon dioxide. That's why astronauts need airtight suits and life support just to survive. Mars may look familiar, but its air is deadly. Maybe you think you could just hold your breath on Mars. But if you tried, you'd be in for a rude awakening. The reality is far more dangerous than most people imagine. The air on Mars is about 100 times thinner than Earth's, like standing atop a mountain twice as high as Everest, where the sky is barely blue and every breath is a struggle. This extremely low pressure means the liquids in your body would actually start to boil at normal body temperature. Your saliva would fizz and bubble, your eyes would dry out instantly, leaving you unable to blink away the pain, and dangerous bubbles would form in your blood, causing severe internal damage. Even if you had an oxygen tank, a simple mask wouldn't save you. Your body would swell painfully, and your tissues would suffer severe, possibly fatal damage within moments. That's why astronauts wear full, pressurized suits, not just masks or helmets. These suits are life-saving technology. These advanced suits create a bubble of Earth-like pressure, protecting every cell in your body from the deadly Martian environment. Mars's thin air is a double threat. Not only is there no oxygen to breathe, but there's also not enough pressure to keep you alive for even a minute. Earth's thick atmosphere does more than just give us air, it literally holds us together, keeping our bodies functioning and safe. On Mars, survival outside a habitat or suit is impossible, no matter how tough you think you are. That's why engineers and scientists must solve these life or death challenges with incredible precision and creativity, ensuring every detail is perfect before anyone sets foot on the red planet. Why is Mars's air so thin? The answer: it lost its magnetic shield. Billions of years ago, Mars had a thicker atmosphere and maybe even liquid water, but its core cooled, shutting down the magnetic field that protected its air from the solar wind. Without this shield, the sun stripped away Mars's atmosphere, leaving behind a thin, carbon dioxide-heavy layer. NASA's MAVEN mission still sees gas escaping from Mars today. Earth's magnetic field is our invisible guardian, keeping our air in place. On Mars, we'd need to build our own shields, habitats, and suits to survive. As if toxic, thin air wasn't enough, Mars is freezing. The planet's harsh environment is a constant reminder that it's nothing like Earth. Here, the cold is relentless, and survival is a daily challenge. With little atmosphere to trap heat, average temperatures are minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit colder than Antarctica. Even the warmest summer days on Mars would feel like the dead of winter on Earth. The chill seeps into everything, making the planet a frozen desert. At the poles, it drops to minus 195 degrees Fahrenheit, cold enough to freeze carbon dioxide into dry ice. The ground is covered in frost and strange icy formations that never melt, even in sunlight. Step outside without a heated suit and you'd get frostbite in seconds, hypothermia in minutes. The Martian cold is so intense, it can damage exposed skin almost instantly, making any unprotected venture deadly. Only a full-body, climate-controlled, pressurized suit can keep you alive. These suits are technological marvels, designed to shield astronauts from the cold, thin air, and dangerous radiation. But there's hope. NASA's Perseverance rover brought MOXIE, a device that turns Martian carbon dioxide into oxygen. This experiment is a crucial step toward making Mars more habitable for future explorers. MOXIE works like a mechanical tree, making breathable air from Mars's atmosphere. It's a small golden box, but its impact could be huge, showing us how to create life-sustaining air far from home. It's a small step, but it proves we can make our own air on Mars. Each success brings us closer to living and working on the red planet for longer periods. Every piece of equipment must work perfectly to keep astronauts alive. There's no room for error when the environment is this unforgiving. Mars's cold and airlessness demand the best of our technology. As we dream of exploring and settling this distant world, our survival will depend on innovation, resilience, and the ability to adapt to the ultimate test of endurance. Moxie's success is a game changer. It shows we can make air on Mars. Future missions could use bigger versions to fill habitats and tanks with oxygen. But the real challenge is building airtight, self-sustaining homes that recycle air, water, and shield us from cold and radiation. These habitats must be flawless. One leak could be fatal. Inside, we'd need to grow food, recycle waste, and balance every breath. Living on Mars means total dependence on technology and teamwork. Mars's thin, toxic air is the biggest barrier to calling it home. But with creativity and determination, maybe one day we'll build a bubble of Earth on the red planet.